Hey history buffs, welcome to Short Fact Wizard, where history's boldest moments come alive. Today we dive into the Battle of Fort Sumter, the spark that lit the American Civil War, a conflict that claimed 620,000 lives over 4 brutal years. Picture this, a lone Union fort, surrounded by Confederate guns, in a harbor simmering with tension. Let's uncover the clash that changed a nation. Stick around for a tale of grit, strategy, and a 34-hour bombardment you won't forget. It's April 12, 1861, 4:30 a.m. Charleston Harbor's still dark, when Confederate Lieutenant Henry Farley fires a 10-inch mortar from Fort Johnson, a signal shot arcing 2,500 yards to explode over Fort Sumter. Inside, Major Robert Anderson commands 85 Union soldiers and 43 civilian workers, outnumbered 10-1 by 500 Confederates under General P.G.T. Beauregard, Anderson's own artillery student from West Point. The fort's brick walls, 50 feet high and 12 feet thick, face 43 Southern guns, including a monster 15,000-pound Blakely rifled cannon, shipped from England and itching for its debut. That first shot wasn't meant to hit, it was a gentleman's warning, giving Anderson one last chance to surrender. He'd refused Beauregard's demand at 3:20 a.m., knowing his 60 cannons, half unusable from disrepair, stood no chance against Charleston's arsenal. At 7 a.m., Union Captain Abner Doubleday, yes, the baseball myth guy, fires back, launching a 32-pound shell that misses by a mile. Over 34 hours, 3,341 Confederate rounds pound Sumter, 33 tons of iron, while Anderson's men fire just 1,000, rationing their 48,000 pounds of powder like misers. The Confederates fired red-hot cannonballs, hot shot, to ignite Sumter's wooden barracks. By noon on day 2, flames licked the powder magazine holding 300 barrels, enough to blow the fort sky high. Anderson's men roll 90 barrels into the sea to dodge a catastrophe, but smoke chokes them blind. Interesting fact, no one dies in the bombardment, not a single soul, until a Union cannon misfires during surrender ceremonies 2 days later, killing Private Daniel Ho, the war's first casualty, in a grim twist of fate. Beauregard's barrage included 330 explosive shells, 10% of his total, yet Sumter's walls held, thanks to 70,000 tons of granite hauled from New England decades prior. By April 13, 5:30 p.m., Anderson surrenders, his flagpole splintered by a 64-pound shell. The South cheers, firing 100 guns in victory. Unproven rumor Virginia secessionist Edmund Ruffin, age 67, claims he fired that first mortar, traveling 600 miles to pull the lanyard on history. Meanwhile, Lincoln's relief ship, USS Baltic, watches helpless 12 miles offshore, its 200 troops never landing. Imagine this. Charleston's rooftops swarm with 10,000 spectators, ladies in hoop skirts, kids with spyglasses, cheering like it's a fireworks show, not war's dawn. The bombardment's roar carries 20 miles, a sound one diarist calls God's thunder. Lincoln gets word by telegraph April 14th, calls for 75,000 volunteers, and the Confederacy balloons to 11 states by June. Sumter's fall, 0 battle deaths, belies its toll. Within a week, North and South lock into a war that'll scar the land for decades. From a signal shot to a nation split, Fort Sumter's 34 hours birthed America's deadliest chapter. Anderson kept his torn flag, returned it to Sumter 4 years later, hours before Lincoln's death. That's the Battle of Fort Sumter, epic, tragic, and unmissable. Hit that like button if you're a Civil War geek or war buff, subscribe to Short Fact Wizard for more history that hits hard, and ring the bell, our next tale's loading. See you in the past.